Analytics. So what can you learn from Shopify Analytics during this kind of COVID-19 situation? How to make sure that your business will keep rolling, and how to benefit out of Shopify Analytics so that you actually can still grow and understand to make right decisions based on data. You're free to ask me any questions if you wish. There is a chat bar below, and if you are watching this as a recording, feel free to comment at any given time. I will start sharing my presentation one moment. So we will then focus on Shopify Analytics, how our merchants are taking benefit out of that, and how to use Shopify Analytics as your guiding star for better business decisions. So during this COVID-19 situation, we recommend our merchants to take benefit out of Shopify Analytics. The majority are not utilizing this tool as much as they should, and we would definitely recommend using always data based on your business decision. As we know, the environment is changing a lot, and there are lots of market-specific differences, especially in Europe and also North America and Asia. So it might be that in one country your sales are going quite well, but in another country there might be kind of a lot of struggle. So always look at Shopify Analytics and before making your decision how to adapt your marketing spend, how to think about your campaigns for a specific market. And like using Shopify Analytics, where to look and what are the most difficult topics that you should definitely cover before making your crucial business decisions and trying to decide how to act in this kind of situation, which is uncommon for us all. So first, look at data. Do your decisions based on actual insights, not impulses. So these 5 basic questions help you to actually understand what kind of things should I know as a merchant, where should I put my focus on before making those key business decisions. First question is, what happened to the amount of visitors? Very basic data available for all at Shopify Analytics dashboards. Have I gotten more visitors, less visitors? What's the situation with the amount of visitors? Second bullet point is, how have sales figures changed? So have my sales increased, decreased, and what is possibly behind that? And then third thing that we can notice when going through our clients' data. So we as Woolman have built more than 250 Shopify and Shopify Plus stores, and our clients are selling to more than 60 different markets. So quite many have differences in average order value. That's definitely something that you should look at. And then that points out that are people purchasing the same products as before, or are there major changes? And from there you can take it that should I do different campaigns? Are people purchasing different categories of my items? And should I evolve my campaigns based on those? The next point is that, what about device types? Are there more visitors on mobile, desktop? How is that situation going? And has that balance changed? For many of our clients, we've noticed in many markets that there are even more older people using desktop devices, and they are purchasing and they have high average order value. So as example, this is something that you should be aware of, and you should definitely adapt your paid marketing if there are certain channels that are converting now better than before. And final point is, what has happened with your conversion funnel? So there you can look step by step what's going on with your customer journey. Are there certain hurdles? Should you fix those hurdles? Can you find out ways to help your clients with those hurdles? As example, installing a chat application to product page, or offering some kind of discount there, are there hurdles that actually then somehow interrupt the process from first page visit until checkout. So there you can point out possible hurdles, combine those results, try to understand and compare those results with your previous results. As example, take March, February, and January and take a look, has there been a crucial change, and what can I do to make sure that my customer journey would work in this very serious situation. Then, like in a more broader view, which key metrics should I follow during these times? So I always put these 5 key figures as my backbone. Number of customers. Has my number of customers gone up or down? Has there been some shift? Are there any crucial changes? Secondly, customer acquisition cost. Very important for all of your merchants out there. So you can calculate your customer acquisition cost based on all the marketing spend you have done, divide that by the amount of new clients. And then you can look at different channels. As example, we noticed that on many Facebook paid advertising campaigns, the CPMs have gone down. So actually we managed to lower their customer acquisition cost during past 2 or 3 weeks by up to 40%. So definitely you should always be aware of customer acquisition cost. Then third one, purchase frequency. So are those crucial clients coming back, those that are most valuable for you? Can you see any shift or change going on in here so that people wouldn't come back, or you get different kind of buyer personas coming back, which usually don't do? Definitely a topic which you should focus on. Fourth, purchase time window. My personal favorite. So from your very first visit in the store until the time when you purchase, is the time window long, short? Has there been a change? I can tell from our point of view with many European direct-to-consumer brands, it seems that this purchase time window has gotten more longer than usually. So if it was previously 18 days, now it seems to be 25 days, 31 days, or so on. So that's something that you should find out. You can look at the basic steps from Shopify Analytics, and if you want to have a more deep understanding what's actually going on, then I recommend using Google Analytics or a separate dashboard software where you can go through the time windows. And then finally, customer lifetime value. And this is like a sort of like supportive KPI in this situation, trying to understand that who are the clients who you should actually aim at. Might be that those are the clients that are the most valuable clients for you, and might be that the mass isn't that great. But when thinking about adapting your marketing costs and aiming at your campaigns at different kind of segments, then customer lifetime value is super crucial. And then like the basic understanding that sales are an outcome of a process, but what happens on the previous steps of your customer journey? So if you can answer to these following questions, then you quite well understand what's going on in your shop, and that helps you to make better business decisions when trying to adapt your business for this new situation. So has the amount of customers changed? Do you still have returning customers? What's the ratio now? And if you look at conversion summary, very basic, open any possible Shopify order, look at the conversion summary, and by order, that gives you the insight that what might have happened. It's not a perfect function yet, but as example, you can see here on the right that the person actually came from Facebook, had a couple of visits, and then purchased. So even this gives you sort of a hint that what's going on with your customer journeys, how many visits does it take before a person purchases, and has this somehow changed during the situation? Are they coming from the same or different channels? What about some possible other changes? and if needed, more advanced view from Google Analytics or a separate software. And as just like a very general notice, I would like to point out that purchase window seems to have shifted. So from first purchase until first visit until the purchase, the time window is much more wide, especially for items that are costing like several of hundreds up to thousands or even more. So keep that in mind, look at your situation, try to understand that what can you do there. As example, you could then extend your retargeting, add some kind of like chat service to your product page and so on. And then like the very basic question, which is the one that I've been asked most like past 3 to 4 weeks, is that what is the reason behind my declining sales? And just willing to give you and share you the checklist we've been using. Here you can see on the right side one actual example of our client. Immediately when the COVID situation came, sales went drastically down. But now we were able to help them to get the sales up, not exactly on the level they used to be, but still on a level which they can manage and run the business. So basic first question, what has happened to the traffic? What channels are generating traffic? I would like to point out that this is very important. It might be that the channels are very different. We've seen many cases that people are using more desktop devices, or all the users are entering Instagram or Instagram stories. Check always the channels and remember to use UTM codes as well. Then what devices people are using. This is something that you can take into consideration when doing retargeting, more advanced retargeting. Has there been changes? Should I even change the shop or the layout on certain devices? So we have had many clients who have been like investing their time, money, and effort on the mobile page. But if you now gain lots of desktop visitors, maybe you should point out that that design and the layout and the UX is working on such level also on desktop. Then which products generate interest and why? And this is a crucial one that I'm most concerned about, because we have clients who don't really understand, they haven't checked the statistics. So look at those items people look at those items people purchased, and then try to understand that which are the actual products that are now generating your cash flow. Should I do some changes to my selection? Should I change possible campaigns I'm running? And which are the products I want to highlight on front page and so on? So data is the answer. Use that data wisely. Finally, what happens during the end of customer journey? Product page, add to cart, checkout. Look your customer journey step by step and try to understand that where might possible issues come up. Those are issues that most likely weren't there before the situation, but also the situation now has changed people's habits. So remember then this when doing possible changes for your store. And my recommendation, get active. To fully understand how clients behave on the most crucial steps, you most likely need also other type of data than just like numeral data. So as example, we recommend installing different kind of chat applications, chat windows. If you can offer your clients one-to-one customer service, that definitely helps with the conversions and then gives also like much more happy clients. So talk to potential clients, offer service, offer one-to-one service. Make sure that that won't be the hurdle that ends their purchase process. Finally, recording apps such as Lucky Orange or Hotjar are very much recommended. My personal favorite is Lucky Orange. It's easy to understand what the hurdles are when you see how people move inside your store. And then finally covering these like next steps and recommendations. Your goal is to be able to answer following questions. And the best part, you're able to do that based on Shopify Analytics data. Take a look, take a deep dive and try to answer to these questions. Where does my most valuable traffic come from when looking at conversions? Maybe put more focus on that or those channels when it comes to paid acquisition or just like organic marketing in general. Has the purchase behavior changed? how can I act upon this change? And finally, what kind of temporary guidelines should I follow when it comes to paid marketing, campaigns, sales? Our recommendation is to keep rolling campaigns, but make sure that your ad copies are up to date and you have chosen the right products that fit this kind of marketing situation. I want to wish you very good luck with your business. It was nice to see you here today. And hopefully everything will go well. Thank you.